On Wednesday, the chairman sits down before the House Financial Services Committee. The first question is going to be, when are you going to raise interest rates? And probably the second question is, what's with you and Donald Trump? For the last year and a half, the president has been attacking the Fed chair on Twitter very often for raising interest rates, even though the rest of the Fed is raising rates along with Jay Powell. A lot of people think that this is because the president wants a straw man to attack, say it's not my fault if the economy looks bad on Election Day. But he has made a number of points, and we decided to look at some of the points he's made about the economy and see what validity they have. On December 24th, 2018, Donald Trump tweeted, "The only problem our economy has is the Fed. They don't have a feel for the market. They don't understand necessary trade wars or strong dollars or even Democrat shutdowns over borders." You remember the shutdown was underway at the time. Well, here's a chart that really shows what's been happening with the economy if you talk to CEOs. They stopped investing because of trade wars and uncertainty. And you can see how CEO confidence and business fixed investment in blue have tracked each other very well. As companies got more worried about what might happen, they stopped spending. The next treat we're going to look at is the one where he brought in the Europeans on June 19th. Mario Draghi just announced more stimulus could come, which immediately dropped the euro against the dollar, making it unfairly easier for them to compete against the USA. They've been getting away with this for years, along with China and others. Have they been manipulating their currency? Well, you can see both the yuan and the euro have gone up and gone down since Donald Trump took office. So sometimes they get advantage and sometimes they don't. Right now, both are a little stronger than the dollar, but the dollar has moved down a little bit now that we are talking about the possibility of a Fed rate cut, perhaps as early as the end of this month. And the final one we're going to look at is one that the president has repeated over and over again. On July 5th, the latest tweet he sent, "If we had a Fed that would lower interest rates, we would be like a rocket ship. We don't have a Fed that knows what they're doing." He has frequently argued that if the Fed wasn't raising rates or if rates weren't high, the economy would be much, much stronger. Economists disagree. But you can also see that even as the Fed raised rates, GDP was rising. We had a couple bad quarters, but then in the first quarter, we went back up to over 3%. So the president's tweets don't always track what's happening in the real economy. And for Jay Powell, what we'll probably hear again is the same line he gave us at his last news conference: "I have a 4-year term and I intend to serve it."